Starting finance today, we're going to start off with discounts, profit, and VAT. All right. So let's get going. Going. So just to revise, okay, if you guys remember anything about finance, it is that there's a lot of percentages. So I decided we need to do a little bit of a quick revision on finding percentages and using percentages to find amounts. Okay, so I have a bunch of financial questions here where we need to express the following as percentages. Now I'm going to change that instruction just now, because not the instruction but the actual questions, because I have a problem with the way it is stated here. Okay, we know if I say 5% of something, the word of, which operation do we usually associate the word of with? I know you guys know this. It's a multiply, right? Which is not what we need to do here. That's why I have a problem with this thing saying of. It is actually out of, which is a difference. What operation would we use if I said out of instead of, guys? There's a huge difference. Nice. Do you see my difference, my problem with that question and the way it is phrased? So I want to know 25 out of 150. Does it make sense now? So if I say express the following as percentages, 25 out of 150 it means I'm going to say 25 divided by 150, and my handwriting went south pretty quickly today. I was writing fine just now. 25 out of 150. And because we're looking for percentage is always out of how much, guys? Percentages out of 100, and Senyani knows where I'm going because Senyani is correct. So I'm going to say 25 out of 150 times 100. And what is my answer? What is 25 out of 150 times 100? What percentage does 25 represent out of 150, guys? If you don't have your calculator, please get it right now. We are going to use it a lot today. If you got 50 over 3, press the button that looks like this. It says S and there's arrows and a D. Then it should give you a number. Great. So it is 16, comma. If it is 6, guys, then it's 16,7. Okay? Rounding off lesson 101. If the number after the one you're rounding off is greater than 5, such as this guy over here, then this one will increase by 1. Okay. Leachile also learned something nice and new today, which is wonderful. Okay, do you guys see why I have a problem with this off here? So anytime you have to work out percentage, just remember it is out of, it is not of, because most question papers that I've seen say of. But it is up to you guys to know that it is out of. Okay, what is 180 rands out of 120, guys? As a percentage, so times 100. That would be 150%. Are we with me? It seems like we got the hang of this very quickly, much quicker than I thought. Out of. What's different about number 3? What's different with number 3? We have different units. If they were both cents, there wouldn't be a problem. But I have cents and I have rands. So what do? I either convert this to cents or I convert 50 cents to rands. It doesn't matter, okay? So, Leachile suggests let's convert it to cents. Let's convert 8 rands to cents. 1 rand represents how many cents? 100. So then 8 rand is... So then 8 rand is 800 cents. Beautiful. So let's do our calculation. That means it will be 50 cents out of 800. And the percentage will then be how much? 50 out of 800 times 100 is 6.25%. Okay, can I have a thumbs up, thumbs down, guys? On our quick revision. Guys, if you do not understand this, please don't be shy. Just because everyone is putting thumbs up doesn't mean you must be shy. Okay, great. Great, great. Now we're going the other way around. Okay, this is why I had to distinguish the difference between of and out of. Now we want 120% of 50 rands. And we said of means what, guys? What is the operation for of? It is multiplication. Do you see the difference? So this one I'm going to leave as of because this is multiplication. Now, how do I work out 120% of 50 rands? What do you guys think? Percent means it's out of what? Nice, Lindile. That's where I was going with all of us. Percent means it is out of 100. So 120% of 50. Do we see the difference? Let me color code this now. Okay, this off is this multiplication over here. Okay, guys. And what is 120% of 50 rands? That would be 60 rands. Now, don't confuse our units here, okay? We were given the percentage, and we had to work out the amount. Okay. Let's move on to the next one. All right. We have 2% of 2.5 million rands. 2% of 2.5 million rands. My calculation, I'm going to say 2%. I said I'm color coding and then I didn't. 2% of 2.5 million. Okay, so 2%, this 2% is represented by this whole thing over here. Okay, and then we have of, and then the 2.5 million rands. And that gives us, we have a lot of zeros there and I can't see how many there are. I think it's 50. Thank you, and say, woo, 1,000. There we go. All right. Ma'am, do we need to write out all the zeros or can we add them in the question after? You need to write all of them. Because if I have method marks, okay, so if I'm going to mark you for this part here, and all I have is 2.5 here, and I don't have this, I am not going to give you that mark. Okay. And it's very risky. You might forget to add them back in. So we don't want that to happen. All right. Let's do the last one. 15% of 12 rands. What is 15% of 12 rands? That would be 1 rand. And I'm glad you put your zero after, because when we work with money, guys, how many decimal places do we work with? 2 decimal places. So after your comma, you always need to have 2 decimal places. All right, can I have a thumbs up, thumbs down? Do you guys see the difference between out of, when you need to work out percentage, and of, when you've been given percentage and you need to work out amount? Wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, now we need to spice up our lives a little bit. Do you guys agree? I say we spice it up, personally. Just a little bit, that's not too much. Okay, so JD buys and sells flash disks. All right, he buys the disks at a cost of 100 Rand and sells them at a profit of 25%. What is the selling price? Now I'm going to identify all of the little aspects I have here. What do we call this 100 Rand? We call this the, geez, I'm choking to death on nothing. We call this the cost price. Okay, so for these questions, you need to put yourself in JD's shoes and be like, okay, I'm buying something for, so it cost me 100 Rand. Okay, so this is the cost price, and they're asking us for the selling price. And what is a profit, guys? Does profit means we're going to increase the price with 25%, or does it mean we're going to decrease that price, the cost price, with 25%? What does profit mean? Nice, Alice and Nospiwe. We are going to increase this price by 25%. So a profit means it is an increase in the price. Okay, because you need to make some money, guys. You can't just sell stuff and not make extra money. So what is the selling price? So how do we go about this, guys? Does anyone have a suggestion? Anyone? Nice. We need to know what the cost price plus profit is, but we don't have the profit amount currently. We have the profit percentage. So how can we use the profit percentage? We can use it to work out the profit price. Is it going to be an out of sum or is it going to be an of sum? Let's see who's writing notes now. Will it be an out of sum or of sum? Yes, it will, because we have to say 25% of what? 25% of 100, guys, because your profit is the 25% of the cost price. So it's 25% of 100, and that means your profit is how much? 25 rands. Okay, so then what will my selling price be? If I am looking to make a profit of 25 rands, what will my selling price be? It'll be the cost plus the profit I want to make, which will give me 125 rands. Can I get a thumbs up, thumbs down? Don't be shy to say thumbs down if you are confused, okay? There are so many thumbs, I can't even see if there's a thumbs down. All right. Great, guys. Let's see the next one. Now we're going to deal with this little guy here that most of you guys don't like. Yes, it is exactly like accounting, Larato. I mean, Entle. See, I remembered after 2 minutes, after 2 seconds, I remembered. Okay, it is exactly like accounting. Now, I first want to make a little amendment here. VAT is no longer 14%. What's the current percentage for VAT? Oh, there's a raised hand. I'm pretty sure the person who raised their hand was after I said thumbs up, thumbs down. Nospiwe, do you have a question? Or was that after I said thumbs up, thumbs down, and you? There we go. See, I figured because it went right up right after I said thumbs up, thumbs down. There we go. Okay, so VAT is currently 15%. Right? So we're gonna work with 15% for VAT. This textbook is old. Now, a flat screen television is worth 12,000 rands, excluding VAT. Let's start with what is VAT, guys? What is VAT? Firstly, what does it stand for? Okay, it stands for value added tax. Thank you, Silindile. But what is value added tax? Thank you, Alice. That's what I was looking for. It's tax that is added to non-necessary or luxury goods. So if the government feels like, you know what, you could live without this. You could definitely live without this. but you were just being, spoiling yourself. Then we have VAT added on to that. Okay. So there are some, all alcohol is all of it, okay? Because we can definitely live without that. But what are some items, guys, that are not charged VAT? Do you guys know of any items that you guys would say, and oh, yes, it is. It is. It is syntax. Bread and eggs and milk. And why would those not be charged VAT? Because they are necessities. Okay, great. Now, a flat screen television, which is what we are working with here, is definitely not a necessity. Okay, so a price that is excluding VAT means that the VAT has not yet been added. Okay, so we have not yet added your VAT. Are we with me? So the question here is, what will the price be if we have included VAT? And apparently, guys, in some American places, the things are put on the shelf, products are put on the shelf without the tax indicated. Imagine going to buy something and you saw it advertised for 12,000, and then when you get there, it's actually more than that. Hectic, guys. In South Africa, all the prices you see on the shelves are already VAT inclusive, so you don't have to worry about that. Okay. So let's see. Right? I don't know. I don't know how I'd feel about that. Coming with exactly the amount of money I need, and then suddenly I need more. I actually don't know what I would do. Okay. Now let's see. How are we going to work this out, guys? Firstly, we need the VAT amount. How are we going to find the VAT amount? How are we going to find the VAT amount? Thank you. 15% off 12,000 rands, because that's what VAT is. So that's 15% of 12,000. And how much is that? That is 1,800 rand. Now, what do we do with that 1,800 rands? What do? We add it to 12,000 to find the price that is including VAT. Do you see, guys? So this is your, I'm going to write it in brackets, your VAT amount. And I want to know my price including VAT, as my question says. That means that's going to be my price, which was 12,000, plus my VAT, which is 1,800, and that's going to give me 13,800. Okay, can I have a thumbs up, thumbs down? Do we see why I started with percentages? All of this is really just percentages. Correct. So far, I see thumbs up everywhere, so that's good. All right. Let's see. Jabu spends 20 bucks. I'm not sure I said the name like that. Okay, Jabu spends 20 rands to prepare a takeaway meal for his Paza shop. He wants to sell the takeaways at 60% profit. What should he sell them for? So in this case, we have the cost price, all right, and we have the profit that we want. We want a 60% profit. So how are we going to find the selling price, which is what they asked us for, right? They asked us, what should he sell it for? You can do that, Arian, but I keep it simple for people who might not have done this before, okay? But that is definitely an option as well. Okay, guys, so how do we go about doing this one? So we find 60% of 20, and how much would that be? 60% of 20 rands, and that is 12 rands. So then to find my selling price, what am I going to do with that 12 rands? I'm going to say 20 rands plus the profit that I am looking for, which is 12 rands, and that's going to give us 32 rands. All right. Okay, I'm just giving a few seconds to those who want to write or screenshot. But you guys are on fire for this. I hope this stays enthusiastic as we do the rest of finance. Today is just introduction. All right, okay, let me number all of these so that we're not confused. A, B, C, D, E. Yes. Okay. Now, we're going to do all of these, right? We're going to do all of these. Let's see. A shop sells a packet of chips for 5 rand 70 each, including 40%. 14, excuse me, 14. I said we're going to use 15% VAT. Okay. What was the price of chips excluding VAT? Oh, now it gets interesting. Okay. So we have a price excluding VAT. We have the VAT. And we have a price that is including VAT. Okay. Now, the price here that we have is including VAT. So it's over here. This is 5 rand 70. Okay. We know that the VAT was 15%. Actually, I'm going to work with percentages first. I think some of you who've done this before know where I'm going with this. Let's work with percentage. The price excluding VAT. What percent would you attribute to that price? Let's say that price excluding VAT was my 100%. Okay. You guys should know where I'm going with this. And my VAT amount is what percent? It's the same percent we've been using the whole time. It is 15. So that means my price including VAT would be what percent? 115%. Wonderful. Now, when you do questions like this one, okay, it's a little bit more complicated than just finding your VAT using your exclusive price. You will take whatever amount that you got. This is a method that you might see, but I couldn't find a table, so I'm going to write it down, okay? You're going to take the amounts that they gave you, so the rands that you have in this case, multiplied by the percentage that you want over the one that you have. I know this is confusing, okay? But I'm going to show you now what I am talking about. What amount was given to us in A? What is the amount that they gave to us in A? There we go, Alice. I'm guessing that's just a mistake. So we were given 5 rand 70 times. Now, I want the price that was excluding VAT. So what I want is this guy over here. And what do I currently have? What did they give me? That 5 and 70, it represents what, guys? Is it your VAT or your price including VAT? Which one is it? It's this one, your price including VAT. Okay, so when I said what you want over what you have, we want the price excluding VAT. So it's going to be times 100. Do you see where I got that from? It's from these percentages that we put here. Over what? It can't be 15. It can't be 15, guys. What do we have? It's 100 over 115. Now, I need to address the mistakes that I saw over here. Okay. Now, I saw a couple of you saying over 15. And that would be correct if they asked us for the VAT amount. But if you look at this question carefully, they said this 5 Rand 70. No, that's not where I'm supposed to be. Sorry. They asked us for the price excluding VAT. Okay, do we understand what want over have mean? So first you say price excluding VAT is your 100%, VAT is 15, which means inclusive is 115, okay? Then you take whatever amount that you were given, okay? And that amount that you were given must correspond with this over here. And as we know, as we have been told, this 5 Rand 70 is including the VAT. So that is why this 5 Rand 70 corresponds with the percentage of including VAT. Okay. And then what you want goes at the top, which was the price excluding VAT, which is this 100. Can I have a thumbs up, thumbs down on this method? It sounds complicated, but trust me, when you get it, you will not lose it again. Don't be shy to say, I don't know what just happened, please. So you say amount times what you want over what you have. Okay, Leachile is being honest and saying, please explain again. Okay, Leachile, let's look, right? So I said, isn't the cost price, oh, okay, that's fine, Alice, but remember, we're dealing with a VAT question here, right? Alice, I'm going to show you how to do the same method when we are dealing with profit and discounts, okay? But now we're dealing with VAT. So I'm saying the price of your item, excluding VAT, I'm going to say represents 100%. Are you with me? So this is my price excluding VAT, and I'm going to say it represents 100%. Okay. The VAT amount has always been 15%. And your price including VAT has to be 115 because it is 100 plus 15. Are you with me, guys? So do you understand, before I move on, do we understand the table parts? Do we understand the excluding VAT, the VAT, and the including VAT? Can I have a thumbs up, thumbs down just on that? The excluding, the VAT, and the including. Okay, that we understand. That's wonderful. Okay, now the method that we use is you always take the amount you were given, whatever you were given in rands, okay, and you multiply it by, this is called dimensional analysis, guys, but you'll get there when you do physics, okay? You multiply it by the percent or the one of these, the aspects that you want over the one that you have. This is what I mean by that. Okay, Leachile, I hope you're still with me. We were given 5 Rand 70. Do you agree that that is our amount in this case? 5 Rand 70. 5 Rand 70 is our amount, which is why it went to the amount part. And I am multiplying by what I want at the top. What do we want? What's the question here? They said, what is the price of packet of chips excluding VAT? Now, if you look at my table, the excluding VAT was which one? 100. So what I want is 100 over what I have. Okay, so this 5 Rand 70 that I have, which part of it is that? It is the price including VAT. And this price including VAT is 115. So what you want over what you have, and you will get your answer. Do you feel better, Leachile? I am hoping you are feeling better. And Spongo Musa, I also saw that you asked for another explanation. Are you two okay? If you get this once, I promise you it'll be perfect. Okay. Okay, I don't know if you guys are fine. But let's work this out, guys. What is 5 Rand 70 times 100 over 115? Lindile has been waiting with the answer for a very long time. 4.96. So this would be the price excluding VAT. Do not round off, please. Is it 4.96 or is it 5 rand? What does the calculator say? Must be careful. Okay, guys, I want to do another VAT example to cement in what we are saying here. Okay, if I say, okay, so it's 9.6. If I say to you guys, right, let's say a cap costs 70 rands excluding VAT. And I want the price including VAT. Let's get going with our formula that I have made over here for us. This guy. Okay, what is my amount for this question? What is my amount for this question that I just made up? It is 70. So, okay, part where it says amount is 70 rands. Okay, this is financial mathematics. Okay, so 70 rand is our amount times. What do I want? What was I asked for here in this question? You can say it in words first, and then we'll get to the percentages. What am I looking for? Out of the question, it's not the selling price. It is the, what do we call it? We are not listening. There we go. Guys, we need to follow instruction because there are people who are confused. Okay. This is the price, including VAT, that we are looking for. And what were we given? What were we given? What do I have? Yes, it's 70. That's correct. But what is it out of my 3? Is it the excluding, is it the VAT, or is it the including? Excluding. Great. So times, you guys said, I want the price including VAT. So which of these am I going to use? Which of the 3 percentages am I going to use? I'm talking about this table over here, guys. This one. Okay. What I want goes at the top. And I want inclusive. So am I going to use 100? Am I going to use 15? Or am I going to use 115 for what I want? 115. Great. Okay. And what do I have? What have I been given? Have I been given the 100, the 15, or the 150? I've been given 100. And that is your calculation, and you are done. And how much is 170 times 115 over 100? That would give me 80 rand 50 cents. Do you see how this works, guys? If you understand this method and you understand this table, you will be able to do whatever VAT amount or VAT question that you have. I'm going to do another example, last one. If I have a shirt and I tell you that I was charged, okay, I almost made it way too easy. I was charged 25 rand VAT on this. So now I gave you the VAT amount and I ask you, what is the price excluding VAT? Great. What is my amount for this one? Let's get going again. My amount is 25 rand. Okay. Times. What do I want? What is the question asking me for? The 100 because that's the price excluding VAT. So what you want goes at the top. And what do I have at the bottom? Look carefully. What were we given? What does this 25 Rand represent? Does it represent 115? 115 is your price including VAT. Nice, guys. It represents 15. So that means, what was my price excluding VAT? 25 times 100 over 15. So then my price excluding VAT was 166 Rand 67 cents. Is it 66 or 67? Okay, do we understand the want over have, and do we understand the table? Thumbs up, thumbs down. What you want over what you have. Ziva, send me in the chat. Where did I lose you? Let's hear. As long as any question that you have of that, you can actually do it with any percentage question. Le Achille, where did I lose you? Okay, Ziva gave me an answer, but Le Achille, where, my darling? You need to stop me as soon as I lose you, otherwise I'm losing you even further. Where exactly? Let me answer Ziva first while you type for me, okay? Ziva, we have the same type of question here, okay? I'm telling you that I was charged 25 Rand VAT on a shirt, okay? And I want to know what was the price of this shirt before I was charged 25 Rand. Are you with me? So we go back to our method. This is amount. That's your 25 Rand times. Okay, what do we want? My question was, what is the price excluding VAT? I'm going back to the table. The price excluding VAT is 100. So what I want is 100 over what I have, which is 25 Rand. And that 25 Rand is the VAT, which is 15. You see, you literally put what you want over what you have. Are you with me, Ziva? And Le Achilwe, I'm still waiting for your question, my darling. You're welcome. Okay, I'm going to wait for Le Achilwe's question. Is there anyone else who has any doubts about what's going on here? As soon as you get to a test, you just make a table for yourself. You say my price excluding VAT is 100. And then my VAT is always 15. And my price including VAT is always 115. Okay? And then you have a method. You take whatever amount you've been given. I'm rewriting this neatly for your screenshots. Times what I'm trying to figure out or what I want over what I have. So this is the method. And when I speak about want or have, I am referring to this table over here. Am I looking for the price excluding VAT? Am I looking for the VAT? Am I looking for the price including VAT? Okay. It's okay, Roa. Welcome. This is being recorded though, so you'll have access to it. Okay, don't worry too much. All right, guys. Hopefully everyone is taking a screenshot. Great. Now we can move on. Jono buys shorts at 40 Rand each. Now, I'm not sure who it was who was talking about selling and cost price, okay? I didn't want to use the words selling price and cost price because people were going to confuse VAT with profit and loss. Do you understand? Now, whoever that was, I don't remember anymore who it was. I was careful of using selling price and cost price. It was Alice. I was very careful of using selling price and cost price Because otherwise, look at this question. It has both profits and VAT. Okay, so Jono buys shorts at 40 Rand each. And then he adds a profit of 66 and 2/3%. Then after that, he adds the 15% VAT on the increased price. Lovely. Guys, are you ready? Question 1 says, what is the selling price excluding VAT? So question 1, is basically saying, first add the profit and tell me the selling price before you add the VAT. Are we with me, guys? And this is simple and straightforward because what do we have to do here? I know I bought it for 40 Rand and I am increasing the price by 66 and 2/3%. So what do we do here? Is this an off sum or is this a out of sum? Is this our of or is it out of? It is off. So we need to find out what 66 and 2/3% of 40 Rands is. Okay, so I'm going to write it on the side here. B. It's what? 40 Rand. I'm getting old, guys. 66 and 2/3, which means comma 6666666 for a very long time. Percent of 40 Rands. And let's hear, how much is that, guys? What's 66 and 2/3% of 40? Anyone? Are we struggling to put the 2/3 into our calculators? There we go. 26 Rand 67 cents. Okay. But that is our profit, right? So what do we have to do to figure out the price that we are working with? That is not the price, that is our profit. Profits, Lindile. Does profit mean add or subtract? Let's think about it. It means add. So we're going to say the 40 plus 26 Rand 67, and that gives us how much? 66 Rand 67 cents. Wonderful. We have done part 1 of this thing, right? Then it says, well, then what will the selling price be including VAT? So now this price that we have just worked out here, is this the excluding VAT? Is this the VAT? Or is this the including VAT? What do you think? Is it the excluding VAT? Is it the VAT? Or is it? Great. We need to be able to identify it. Okay. So this is the excluding VAT, which means it's represented by which one of these 3%, guys? If that price is the excluding, it is the 100. Beautiful, beautiful, Alice, beautiful. So we're going to say the 66 Rand 67 times, what did they ask us? The price including VAT. So what I want over what I have. What do I want at the top? What do I want? Nice, Slendile. Is everyone else getting it? We want the including. We want 115 over what do we have? We have the 100. So then what is my price including VAT, lovelies? I know when it goes quiet, we are calculating, we're working. The price including VAT is 76 Rand 67 cents. Do you guys finally feel better about this, what I want over what I have, and the excluding and the including? Can I have a thumbs up, thumbs down on this question? It obviously takes a bit of time, right? But you guys will get it. Okay. Great. Let's look at the next questions. Okay, I want to do quickly E before we leave because we haven't done a discount so far. What is a discount, guys? What is a discount? If I'm saying I'm selling some stuff at a discount, yes, so I'm charging less than the original selling price. Okay, so supermarket decides that they're going to give their customers a 33 and a third percent discount on all food items. And then it says a bag of tomatoes originally sold for 18 rands. What do they sell for now? So we need to first find out how much that discount is. So how are we going to work out how much in rands that discount is? Is it an out of sum or is it an off sum? It is an off. We need 33 and a third percent of 18 rands, right? Geez, I'm even running out of space. And then I write in the middle of guys. There we go. Okay, so I need 33 comma 33333%, and I went through all of that to forget my price. I think it's 18. So what is 33 and a third percent of 18? 33 and a third percent of 18. That is 6 rand. Okay, it's 6 because it's 5,9999. If you want to round this one off, this 9 is going to move this one up, and which is going to move this one, which is going to move this one, which is going to move this number. So it's just 6. Okay, so our discount is 6 rand. So what do we do with this 6 rand? We said you're taking off an amount. So what are we going to do? Are we going to add it or are we going to subtract it from the 18? And Alice has answered me. So we're going to say 18 rands minus 6 rands, which means we charge 12 rands. Okay. Wonderful. Okay. And then I want to do number D. I think that name is Mimona. Where's the question? There. Okay, can we have a thumbs up, thumbs down? I realized I didn't do a thumbs up, thumbs down. I forgot. Wonderful. I think after all that VAT stuff, everything else feels easy, ne? Great. All right. Mimona, or was it Mimona? Mimona, what? Yeah, that person. Oh, the original, this one. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. Mimona buys pens for 3 rand 20 each and sells them for 5 rand 60 each. And the question is, what percentage profit does she make? Okay, so far we've been given percentages, but now we've been asked to work out the percentage. Are we with me? So I want you guys to classify this stuff with me. The 3 rand 20 represents the what? What do we call that 3 rand 20? So she buys the stuff for 3 rand 20. We're not doing VAT right now. Remember the amount stuff is, yes, Entle, that's your cost price. So this thing costs you 3 rand 20. And what is my selling price? My selling price is 5 rand 60. And they want the percentage profit. Okay, now we want percentage. Is this going to be an off sum or a out of sum? Will this be an off sum? Nice, we finally have an out of sum. But there's a trick here. Has anybody noticed what that trick is? Has anybody noticed what the trick is? I want to know the percentage profit, but do I have the profit amount? No. How am I going to find the profit amount? No. Nicely, Achille. If I sold it for 5 Rand 60 and I bought it for 3 Rand 20, then the difference between these two is my profit. The difference. Okay. It's like saying you buy something for 2 Rand and you sell it for 5 Rand. 5 Rand. I just told you the profits. Never mind. I'm going to change my question. You sell it for 8 Rand. What would your profit be here? I buy sweets for 2 Rand and I sell them for 8 Rand. Then my profit is 6 Rand. You can't say your profit is 8 Rand because 2 of those rands were yours in the first place, right? So our profit here is then 2 Rand 40 cents. Great. I have percentage profits. Right. Now it is out of sum, but now I need to know. I'm going to say my profit, which is 240, out of what, guys? I want to know the percentage profit. So do I put it over the cost price or the selling price? We're not even there yet. Nicely, Achille, out of the cost price. So this is 3 Rand 20, but I am looking for percentage. So I have to times 100. Leachile is on point, and Entle and Bukhali and Alison Mavis. So what is my percentage profit in this case? My percentage profit will be what? 2 Rand 40 out of 3 Rand 20. That means I made 75% profit. Now take a deep breath, guys, and I will see you guys on Thursday. What a lesson. Woo! Bye, guys. I hope you have a lovely, 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 lovely evening. The way everyone just left without even saying bye. Was that listening?